Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, welcome, 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 welcome. A pleasant good morning, a pleasant good day, TGIF. Thank God it's Friday. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome again to Cruising with the Case Handler, a show that we do here each and every single weekday at 9:30 a.m. Why? Because I got the best attorneys in the business. I can say it, they can say it, but everybody knows it. David Squeeze Annakie don't play. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your day. So if you want to get paid, you got to check out the case handler. You got to check out the PPID crew. Why? Because when it comes to personal injury, as I said, they don't play. And ladies and gentlemen, this man he's cracking a lot along the way. That's the case handler. Once again, if you get hurt in an accident, ladies and gentlemen, I am telling you, you only need one attorney. And that attorney happens to be Adam Handler. I show off every day and I talk a lot about him every day, but it's for real. He's truly the man. When it comes to personal injury, that's it. I'm going to make it be known. The other disc jocks on the station, DJs on the station, they say it all the time. He's the man. So if you ever get hurt in an accident, whether it's a slip and fall, trip and fall, as they call it, construction accidents, whatever you call it, automobile accidents, got to make it Adam Handler. Ladies and gentlemen, the number is 844-774-3529. Also got a couple of other colleagues of mine on this show today, right here on 93.5 WVIP FM from Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. That's the name of the firm. And that happens to be, of course, Nelson Madrid. We call him the Maverick. He's a top attorney at the firm. Got to say a pleasant good morning to him. Alan E.K., the general. What's up, my bro? You good?
I'm good. Good morning.
Lean back like you're in the BX, man. Anyway, it's good to be here. It's a Friday. All I've got is nothing but vibes. But let's check in with the attorneys, see what they truly have to say. Nelson, you got anything to say this morning, man?
I actually do.
Buddy.
We've been getting a lot of calls regarding citizenship. So I'd like to just start the show by taking a couple of minutes and talking about citizenship and people with, criminal history or a prior arrest, even if the case was dismissed. In order to apply for citizenship, this is a general rule, you had to have a green card for either 5 years or 3 years. In order to file for citizenship after 3 years, you have to be married for at least 3 years to a citizen who has been a citizen for at least 3 years, and you've had your green card for 3 years, okay? The other way to become a citizen is having your green card for 5 years. In either one of those situations, you have to demonstrate that you've been physically present in the United States for 51% of that period of time, be it the 3 years or be it the 5 years. There's also a good moral character requirement, and that's what I'm going to talk about today, the good moral character requirement. If you've been arrested, okay, and you are scheduled for this interview, and you do not have your certificate of disposition, your case could be denied, okay? It could be denied because technically that criminal case is not yet concluded. Even if it's going to be dismissed, it has not been concluded. If you've been arrested within that statutory period, again, the previous 3 years, the previous 5 years at the time you file, if you've been arrested within that time period, immigration can actually go further back and look at any other arrest, okay? And that's important because, if you've been arrested if you're filing under the 3-year rule and you've been arrested in the previous 3 years, and now you've got another 3 or 4 arrests before the 3 years, again, they could go back and they could take that into consideration to determine whether or not you have good moral character and whether or not you technically are eligible for citizenship. Another thing I want to talk about, which I've seen as well, is so you go to your interview, your application is recommended for approval. During the pendency, while the application is still pending, you have not yet received your oath ceremony. During that period of time, you are now arrested, okay? And then you're scheduled for the oath ceremony. But at the oath ceremony, that criminal case is still pending. They can't pull you off that line until that criminal case is resolved. And you have to disclose it, because actually at the moment, right before you take your oath of allegiance, they will give you an application to fill out. And one of the questions they ask is pretty much, have you been arrested since the time of your interview? If you say yes, and you do not have those documents, they can pull you off that line. If you say yes and you do have the documents, they could still pull you off the line, because they will need someone to look over those documents and make sure that you are still, in fact, eligible for citizenship. Even if the case is dismissed, I don't know. A lot of people get confused and think, I don't need to disclose the arrest because the case was dismissed. The question is, have you ever been arrested?
Right.
That is the question, not whether or not the case was dismissed. The question is, have you ever been arrested?
Right.
And if you've been arrested, you need to say yes. And if the case has been dismissed, then you provide what's called the certificate of disposition, and that will confirm that the case was ultimately dismissed, or you took a plea and this was the plea that you took. But it's important for anyone who files for citizenship to have these documents. Depending on the seriousness of the arrest, the adjudicating officer can also ask for the criminal complaint. Okay, and the criminal complaint sets forth the, basically what happened and the reason you were arrested. For example, undercover officer observed, the following. There was probable cause and I arrested the defendant. That doesn't necessarily mean you're guilty. Again, they just want to see this to get a better understanding of what exactly happened and why you were arrested. What is most important is ultimately what you plead guilty to, or how the case is disposed of. That's what's the most important. Not necessarily the criminal complaint, but how was this case disposed of?
Okay. Nelson is on fire this morning.
Spewing knowledge. I love it.
I love it. I love it when he gets like that. That's what I'm talking about. That's called depth, ladies and gentlemen. You just heard from one of the top attorneys at the firm, Nelson Madrid, one of the top immigration attorneys. That's the department that he is in. He's not in the personal injury department. He doesn't do personal injury.
That's me.
Because it's immigration. The man that does, ladies and gentlemen, personal injury is Adam Handler. But I just want to give out the number. Every one of you listening here on a Friday, would you like to get a free initial consultation? Very short one, but get one for free? Call this number right now. I don't know if it's going to last forever, so you better call right now. Everybody who would like to get a free immigration consultation, just link them up at PPID, Pollack, Isaac, and Seco. That's the name of the firm. Ask for my yard bridge in Ralston, and he'll get you set up, ladies and gentlemen. And the number, ladies and gentlemen, for the firm is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Just link them up and tell them that, yo, Squeeze, send me up. All right. That's it. It's as simple as that, ladies and gentlemen. So make that call to the firm, get that free immigration consultation, the initial one. The number once again is 844-PPIDLAW. Now, Nelson and Alan EK, when we come back later after I have Mr. Personal Injury here state why he's the top man when it comes to personal injury, I need for you to speak a little bit about, I think it's the e-visa. A friend of mine, he would like to actually set up business here in the United States. He runs a business in Jamaica. He has the money, and I want to talk about the e-visa. I do believe it's the e-visa. Maybe you guys can tell me if it's not the e-visa that he needs to do that with. So we'll talk about that in a few, if you don't mind, please. Adam Handler.
Hey, good morning, my brother. Thank you so much. Thanks for
my Jamaican.
Man, you're Hebrew. I'm here for you, bro. You know that. Yeah, another beautiful day today. We are on a hot streak here in New York. Not hot, but warm streak at least, and I like it. Everybody's feeling good vibes right now. So we had a great show yesterday. We just did personal injury. We were talking about that big win we just had against the city of New York, $750,000. And of course, we were showing those photographs about how the accident happened and the leaky ceiling, the buckets on the ground, the buckets on the chair, catching all that water. And people listening on 93.5 FM, they're saying, what the heck is he talking about? What buckets? What is he talking about? Well, listen, if you're listening to this radio station right now, we thank you so much. And you've probably been hearing my voice one way or another for over 15 years talking about my law practice, probably 16 years now, talking about my law practice. And you're absolutely right, Squeeze. I am the case handler. I am the personal injury partner here at Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. I'm responsible for getting you and your family millions of dollars, millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars over my career when, God forbid, disaster strikes. We say it all the time. You can never prepare for an accident. Otherwise, you would never get into the accident. But you can prepare for your response. And the question is, what is your response going to be when, God forbid, disaster strikes? What are you and your family going to do when that terrible thing happens to a good person? And I truly hope that you'll consider my firm, my services, and my team to help you for that one and only shot. You got one chance to get it right. There are no redos for personal injury. And that's why we say one chance, one choice. And I am your case handler. Last year was a dynamite year for the personal injury team. Over $20 million recovered for case handler clients. The year before that, over $25 million for case handler clients. We're already into the 7 figures as far as settlements go this year. And we are looking to do some incredible things for those people that count on us. As you know, if you're watching this show or listening to this show and you call that number, whether you're calling for an immigration issue or calling for a personal injury issue, a matrimonial issue, a criminal issue, you're counting on your lawyer to come through for you. You're counting on that individual, that professional that you have hired to make it right, no matter what your legal issue is. And you want, I'm assuming, that person actually working on your case, right? You don't want to call a law firm, thinking you're going to get this great legal team. And all of a sudden you find out that your case is being handled by somebody that you've never even met or heard of before. And that's just, unfortunately, a reality for the majority of law firms out there, that, you call the number and you get connected to the law firm and you sign up your case with them. But then you have no idea who the hell is working on your file.
Yep.
Right? If you want the case handler, you want me, Adam Handler, you're getting me. You want Nelson, the Maverick, you're getting him. You want the General, you're getting him. You want the Maestro, you're getting him. You want the Boss Lady, you're getting him. Getting her. We're all practicing attorneys. We're on this radio station trying to juggle our practice and also provide quality legal information by way of this show, but we're here for our clients and we fight for our clients. I was in a deposition yesterday for a case for about 5.5 hours in my office, locked in this room, getting this deposition done on a very serious case. Also responding to a million different emails at the same time. I'm very good at multitasking, but we run a busy law practice here in addition to just advertising on this radio station. So ladies and gentlemen, my point is this. If you want exceptional attorneys that are going to do the best possible job for you and your family, I highly suggest that you take this number down, even dial it, let it ring for a few seconds, because it will show up on our phones and be saved in our call system, right? I'm going to give out this number a few times very, very slowly. And I want you to connect with us. I want you to give us a call, because you have literally nothing to lose and everything to gain by calling this number and getting your free phone consultation, your free initial phone consultation, no matter what your legal question is. We're a full service law firm. You got a personal injury question? Call us. Immigration question? Call us. Criminal defense, matrimonial, real estate, call us. Our phone number is 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529, or easy to remember, 844-PPID law. The phones are already starting to ring right now. People are dialing the number. We thank you so much for it. And those of you listening on 93.5 FM, we love you. But go one step further. We broadcast this show live every day, streaming on Facebook and later on to Instagram. And you can see with your own very eyes the incredible legal work we do, because we always like to post these true life success stories and pictures with clients and pictures of the case. So if you can safely do so now or later, check out the Case Handler on Facebook. Check out the Case Handler on Instagram. Check out PPID on Facebook and Instagram. Be connected to our practice. See with your own very eyes the exceptional legal work we do, because even though we're broadcasting, the calls are coming in because I'm hearing the phone ring. Even though we do exceptional legal work, and we say we do, I'm not shy about it. In fact, Squeeze, you're the one keep telling me, man, don't be so modest. Keep telling everybody how amazing you are. All right, I'll say it. We're amazing. We do amazing things for our clients because we treat our clients like family. We don't stop until we get the job done. But again, don't take my word for it. Don't take Squeeze's word for it. Don't take the words of the other broadcasters and DJs on this radio station that have endorsed me nearly 2 decades of my legal career. Take the word of those who have dialed that number, who have come before you, who have chosen PPID, who have been down with PPID. Because I'm down with PPID. Squeeze is down with PPID. All these thousands of other people have been down with PPID. See for your own eyes the true life success stories that we've been doing. And the only way you can really do that is to be connected to our social media. Again, the Case Handler on Facebook, the Case Handler on Instagram, right? Or just give us a call, 844-774-3529, 844-774-3529.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Adam Handler. Once again, it's no joke. I mean, although he has thousands of true success stories, ladies and gentlemen, he doesn't have to actually put them out there every day, because I can tell you, ladies and gentlemen, all you need to do is just log on to his Facebook page, log on to his website, log on to his Instagram, and you'll see the proof. There's absolutely no other attorney on this station who can demonstrate that proof consistently, consecutively, in a contiguous block every single day, ladies and gentlemen, about what it is that he has done for his clients, and primarily Caribbeans. I love what it is that he has done. So once again, all we're saying, as the phones ring in the background there over at the Case Handler team, dial the number, store the number. You need a solid attorney. Call him. Let it ring 15, 20 seconds and say, hey, Adam, man, I store your number, man. The big mouth boy Squeeze, but me store your number. The number is 844-774-3529. And say, hey, Adam, the BioLife guy, let me store your number. 844-PPID-LAW. Hey, Adam, the guy who comes on the radio and talk about immigration every day and getting free consultation and then to hire them, made me store your number. The number is 844-774-3529. Ladies and gentlemen, you heard from Nelson Madrid. You heard from Alan E.K. No, you didn't. So let's jump to him. Alan, I'm going to give you 3 minutes to give me a quick update, man, before we get to a couple questions that I've got here, right here on the show, Cruising with a Case Handler, where everybody is calling the firm. Go ahead, my brother. Shoot.
Okay, let me go quickly through what's going on. The public charge rule is out the window. Alejandro Mayorkas, the Secretary of the Department of Homeland Security, said a week ago, DHS closed the book on the public charge rule.
Alan, I'm sorry to interject, but aren't there lawsuits going on right now with states trying to enforce that?
There are lawsuits going on, but at this point, DHS has closed public charge. They're not asking for it. They don't want the 944. Even though there may be some state lawsuits about it, it's not in effect right now. No public charge. There was also a rule that was going to make affidavits of support a big problem. The DHS has backed off from that. Also, health insurance, the previous administration's health insurance proclamation has been enjoined and probably will go out the window. The Venezuela has been designated for TPS, temporary protected status. And so if you're from Venezuela, you will be getting TPS, temporary protected status, through September 9, 2022. And you will get a work permit also on that. That's called TPS. There's something called the Dream and Promise Act, which will help people who are here on DACA, and that's pending in Congress. There's also something in the Immigration Act of 2021, which will help DACA people also become permanent residents. As far as removal proceedings are concerned, the date keeps getting pushed back. The date now is April 16, 2021, which means that for all the immigration courts in New York, they're not going to be, unless you're detained, no removal proceeding. They keep pushing the date back. Nelson, you want to say anything about that?
No, not really. I mean, obviously, they still don't know. There's not a definitive date on when the court plans to reopen. But again, this only applies to 299 Broadway as well as 26 Federal Plaza. Non-detained cases, I can't speak as to other courts of other states. The detained docket is actually going forward. That would be 201 Varick Street. And we just had one of our attorneys actually was out in Buffalo yesterday doing a removal case. So, you have to look to your jurisdiction. It's not a blanket rule. That only applies to 299 Broadway and 26 Federal Plaza.
Two more quick ones. ICE immigration arrests have fallen sharply under President Biden. So the number of immigrants taken into custody by ICE officers fell more than 60% in February compared with the last 3 months of the previous administration. Also, deportations fell by the same amount, 60%, since the last administration. It really shows that the Biden administration has been able to move forward with its plans to reshape immigration enforcement. Now, also, not a good sign, ICE has been using private utility records to track down immigrants under investigation for immigration violations. And so they are using something called CLEAR, which has the names, addresses, employment records, and vehicle registration and criminal histories of more than 400 million US residents. So making it easy for ICE to grab people. Not a good sign, but the fact that ICE arrests and deportations have gone down is a good sign. Finally, bad thing, since the immigrant visa ban has been lifted, cases now can be scheduled at immigrant visas at American consuls overseas. However, in January 2020, there was 75,000 immigrant visa cases pending at the National Visa Center ready for interviews. In February 2021, there were 473,000 cases waiting at the National Visa Center, 6 to 7 times greater. So this is going to be a big problem because the resources of the Department of State are very limited. Only 90% of the posts, the 136 posts, are processing immigrant visa cases. How they're going to be able to do that and step it up and get immigrant visa cases pending, it's going to be a long, long time. And one of my colleagues said this is a complete and utter mess. She's saying it could be months, even years, before these cases get scheduled at American consuls for interviews unless something drastic changes. So we're going to have a really big problem getting your immigrant visa cases pending at American consulates. So that's some of the updates on what's going on. Good thing about public charge. Good thing that they're not going to go ahead with this affidavit of support rule. So we've got some good things happening, but problems at the American consulates processing immigrant visas. As I say, my colleague says this is complete and utter mess in terms of how they're going to be able to process all these immigrant visa cases. They're all sitting at the National Visa Center waiting to be scheduled. So that's some of my 3-minute updates. Steve, back to you.
Thank you so much, Alan E.K. We call him the General. I do believe that he's the most knowledgeable immigration attorney in the nation. I said it, damn it. All right.
Certainly the most experienced.
Of course. That's what I'm talking about. So reach out to the firm, ladies and gentlemen. That firm's name, PPID. That firm's name, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. You don't have to say all of that. Just say PPID. All you got to do is say or call 844-PPID-LAW. That's 844-774-3529. Before we get to the top of the hour, let me remind you all cursed me out. because you said, Squeeze, you cut off the free immigration. No, I didn't. The firm did. No, Squeeze, you cut it off. You're the one who told them to not do the free immigration anymore. That's not true. I didn't tell them that. Ladies and gentlemen, come on. They are attorneys. They have families. They have a business to run. They got expenses just like everybody else. Attorneys are not there to work for free, contrary to your belief. You've got to reach out to the firm. Now they have a free consultation, a limited free consultation. Call them right now. The number is 844-774-3529. I say to every one of you, call before the top of the hour. Call before 10 a.m. 844-774-3529. Squeeze don't do nothing for them. All right. Okay. Here's a question quickly on immigration. I was petitioned for by my U.S. citizen mother. I am over 21, living in Jamaica. My case has been sent to the NBC, and I have a newborn. Will I be able to take my child with me? NBC meaning, I guess, is that National Visa Center?
No, if your mother filed for you and she's a U.S. citizen, that category does not include kids. So you'll have to wait until you become a permanent resident, till you get a green card, and then you will file for the kid. Kid is not included in the case that your mother filed for you as a U.S. citizen filing for her son or daughter.
Gotcha. Hey, I came to the U.S. through a H-1B visa. Due to the COVID-19, I lost my job. I knew I had 60-day grace period to find another job or leave. Unfortunately, I couldn't find a job, but the borders in my country were closed, and I had to stay here. Now, I overstayed my visa for over 4 months now. Can I expect something good from the Biden's immigration plan to regain a lawful status? Nelson?
You know, it's unclear at the moment. Again, Biden's plan is a proposal. Nothing is nothing is written in stone. It's proposals. I mean, there's no guarantee what Biden is proposing will be law, and I really don't know. I mean, I don't have an answer. I don't want to say yes, because again, I don't think anybody knows with certainty what will pass and what will not pass.
Not sure. Go ahead.
Try to find a job as soon as possible so you can try to do your H again.
Got you. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, if you have questions, immigration questions, reach out to the #1 firm in the country when it comes to immigration. I am Squeeze. You all see I'm cocky, but it's more about confidence. Damn it, I am cocky because I got the best attorneys working for me. Come on. What do you want me to say? You want me to hide and pretend like they're not the best? Come on. They can't say it, so I'm saying it for them. Reach out to them. Once again, everybody out there, you've got immigration questions, call them, get that free initial consultation. But that's not what's important. What's important is that you hire them. So call them right now. The number is 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Taking us to the top of the hour and concluding the show is my friend, my case handler. He's the shark. He's the beast. He's the hot stepper. He's the Irie attorney. Ladies and gentlemen, none other than the case handler. If and when you get hurt in an accident, all you will need after you've sought medical attention is Adam Handler, the case handler.
Yeah, man. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. As we get to the top of the hour, we always like to conclude, top of the hour, end of the week. I mean, kind of the final words for us, right? With respect to who we are and what we do. And of course, we are Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. We are a full service law firm. We've been plugging away all week, every day, 9:30 a.m., kind of letting you know who we are and what we do. And I hope you've enjoyed the information we've given you. I certainly hope you've enjoyed the personal injury talk. We talked true life success stories this week. We had photographs of the case I just settled with the city for $750,000. Be connected to our practice. Check us out on Facebook and Instagram. Check out the case handler. Please take it one step further. Be connected. Know and be prepared if God forbid disaster strikes. We're here for you. Free consultations. Give us a call. 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Free consultations, immigration, personal injury, whatever it is. Nothing to lose, everything to gain. 844-774-3529.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much, Adam Handler. Everybody on Facebook, here's what I need for you to do. Share, yes, but I need for you to go follow the case handler. I need for you to go follow the page PPID. Obviously, you may be following David Squeeze Annakie. I want to say thanks to Annakie. Thanks, Nelson Madrid. Thank you, Adam Handler. Let's do this again on Monday, 9:30 a.m.
Sounds good.
All right.
All right, guys.
I think someone has set a record here, and it's Nelson. I think he has been on every day this week. He has set a record. Anyway, I'm just messing with you, man. All right. Take care, guys. Have
Listen,
you
guys.
I've been able to get a word in because the maestro's not here. So I've been able to
Yeah, take advantage. You won't be so lucky next week.
That's what I'm talking about. And by the way, Nelson, I will be calling you later on with a friend of mine who is in Jamaica. He has a very successful business. He would like to actually set up a business here in the United States, and he wants to know what it will take for him to do that. So if you don't mind me reaching out to you later, I'd love to. All right.
All
All right, bud. Take care.
Take care. All right.